on, traders? It's Johnny here with TraderX. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. And today I wanted to go ahead and give you guys another recap and show you how my day went. So it was a green day today. I was up $121, and that consisted of trading JDSD, SQQQ, and TQQQ. And for anyone who isn't aware already, JDSD is actually the inverse ETF of gold. So as the gold futures begin to sell off, JDSD will actually push up and vice versa, right? And then SQQQ and TQQQ correlate with the NASDAQ. So as we can see, the NASDAQ had a nice pop in the morning, and TQQQ will do the exact same thing. So it had a nice pop. And then SQQQ does the exact opposite of what the NASDAQ does. So as the NASDAQ pushed up in the morning, this thing sold off, right? And so that's how you can make money, whether or not the NASDAQ money is pushing up or down, right? By trading those two ETFs. And so to get right into the breakdown, I want to start by looking at the gold futures. So what I saw was that gold was consistently selling off all pre-market, right? So it was making these lower highs and lower lows. And then ultimately it was able to pick back up right at market open to the middle VWAP. And so I viewed it to be very overextended given the fact that it was selling off. It was able to pick back up and form this very hard resistance level right around this area, right? So it was no longer continuing to just rally and rally and rally, right? It started to struggle around this area and it would get rejected right around these levels. So as this thing fell back and no longer made this higher high, but instead made a lower high, it was indicating signs of a downtrend now, right? So that's why I got into the inverse ETF and was able to make some money on it. It was only a warm-up trade, so I made $15 on that. And then I started to focus on the NASDAQ. So as you guys can see over here, let me show you all my field orders, right? So I was actually done trading by 8 o'clock in the morning. And so I wasn't trading for too long, and I wasn't able to take part in most of this drop, unfortunately. So I was done trading by right around this area. So all of this drop I unfortunately was not able to take part of. It was a very consistent pattern on SQQQ, right? So it ended up pushing a very decent amount. But unfortunately, yeah, I was not looking at the market anymore. Mostly because of the fact that I was already green on the day and didn't want to risk going from green to red, right? So ultimately, yeah, what ended up happening is the Nasdaq had a nice pop in the morning, and given pre-market it was uptrending, I thought it was going to continue to push up, but it didn't. So as it continued to sell off to the middle VWAP, I tried getting into TQQQ play, thinking it was going to continue to uptrend, right? But ultimately it continued to get rejected, and that's ultimately what lost me money on TQQQ. So I lost $27 there. But what that told me was that the market was most likely showing signs that it was going to start to be bearish, right? Because it was not able to hold above like it was here. So as this thing continued to push up to the middle VWAP and became overextended, I was able to make some money on some of these falls here by getting in initially and then averaging up, right? So you guys can actually see where I bought in. Let me go ahead and show you my actual trades. And what you guys will notice is that, well, it's a bit hard to see. So I made money on this little push here. And then on one of these trades, I actually lost money. So on this trade here, I ended up having to cut losses because it broke below the EMA and lost me money. So I actually went from going green on the day to red and then back up to green on this little sell-off here. Or this sell-off here, my apologies. So this little sell-off has ended up what made me my money back on the day and made me the $121. And so, yeah, that's ultimately how my day went today. I hope you guys were able to take part in most of this because, it's a very clear pattern, and this week has been very choppy. So the fact that there was a nice pattern like this is, something we want to take advantage of. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to today, but, I really hope that some of you were able to. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. I hope all of you ended on a green note today. If you have any questions at all, please leave them down below in the comments and I will go ahead and personally answer them. But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys in tomorrow's recap, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.